सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तावत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणाचार्येभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतवहामुने शौनकादृषिभ्यो अत्र्यादृषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रहदेवताभ्यो मत्स्यादेवतारेभ्यो श्री दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती श्री मातृदेवताभ्यो नमः। श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय ग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिशंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं श्री परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः कृष्ण परमात्मनः गुरूणां कृपया शास्त्रोक्त ब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च विश्वशान्ति विश्वकल्याणार्थं च श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणस्य सप्तमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ सप्तमस्कन्धस्य पारायणं we have done yesterday up to some 23-24, but फिर भी we will start from the 19th shloka onwards of this 7th chapter till the end. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं सप्तमस्कन्धः सप्तमोऽध्यायः। नारद उवाच आत्मा नित्यो व्ययः शुद्धः एकः क्षेत्रज्ञ आश्रयः अविक्रियः स्वदृग्हेतुः व्यापको संज्ञानावृतः एतैर्द्वादशभिर्विद्वान् आत्मनो लक्षणैः परैः अहं ममेति असद्भावं देहादौ मोहजं त्यजेत्। स्वर्णं यथा ग्रावसु हेमकारः क्षेत्रेषु योगैस्तदभिज्ञ आप्नुयात् क्षेत्रेषु देहेषु तथात्मयोगैः अध्यात्मविद् ब्रह्म गतिं लभेता। अष्टौ प्रकृतयः प्रोक्ताः त्रय एवैतद्गुणाः विकाराः षोडशाचार्यैः पुमान् एकः समन्वयात्। देहस्तु सर्वसङ्घातः जगत्तस्थुरिति द्विधा अत्रैव मृग्यः पुरुषः नेति नेतीत्यतत्यजन् अन्वयव्यतिरेकेण विवेकेनोशतात्मना सर्गस्थानसमाम्नायैः विमृशद्भिरसत्वरैः बुद्धेर्जागरणं स्वप्नः सुषुप्तिरित्तिवृत्तयः तायैव नैवानुभूयन्ते सोऽध्यक्षः पुरुषः परः। एभिस्त्रिवर्णैः पर्यस्तैः बुद्धिभेदैः क्रियोद्भवैः स्वरूपमात्मनो बुध्येतु गन्धैर्वायुमिवान्वयात्। एतद्द्वारो हि संसारः गुणकर्मनिबन्धनः अज्ञानमूलोपार्थोऽपि पुंसः स्वप्नः इवेश्यते। तस्मात् भवद्भिः कर्तव्यः कर्मणां त्रिगुणात्मनां बीजनिर्हरणं योगः प्रवाहो परमो धियः। तत्रोपायसहस्राणाम् अयं भगवतोदितः यदि ईश्वरे भगवति यथा यैरञ्जसारथिः गुरुशुश्रूषया भक्त्या सर्वलाभार्पणेन च संगेन साधुभक्तानाम् ईश्वराराधनेन च श्रद्धया तत्कथायां च कीर्तनैर्गुणकर्मणां तत्पादाम्बुरुहध्यानात् तल्लिङ्गेक्षार्हणादिभिः हरिः सर्वेषु भूतेषु भगवान् आस्त ईश्वरः इति भूतानि मनसा कामैस्तैः साधु मानयेत् एवं निर्जितषड्वर्गैः क्रियते भक्तिरीश्वरे वासुदेवे भगवति यया संलभते रतिं निशम्य कर्माणि गुणान् तुल्यान् वीर्याणि लीलातनुभिः कृतानि यदाति हर्षोत्पुलकाश्रुगद्गदं प्रोत्कण्ठ उद्गायति रौति नृत्यति यदा ग्रहग्रस्त इव क्वचित् हसति आक्रन्दते ध्यायति वन्दते जनं मुहुः श्वसन् वक्ति हरे जगत्पते नारायणेत्यात्ममतिर्गतत्रपः तदा पुमान् मुक्तसमस्तबन्धनः तद्भावभावानुकृताशयाकृतिः निर्दग्धबीजानुशयो महीयसा भक्तिप्रयोगेण समेति अधोक्षजम् अधोक्षजालम्भमिहाशुभात्मनः शरीरिणः संसृतिचक्रशातनं तद्ब्रह्मनिर्वाणसुखं विदुर्बुधाः ततो भजध्वं हृदये हृदीश्वरं कोटिप्रयासौ सुरबालका हरेः उपासने स्वे हृदि छिद्रवत्सतः स्वस्यात्मनः सख्युरशेषदेहिनां सामान्यतः किं विषयोपपादनैः रायः कलत्रं पशवः सुतादयः गृहामहि कुञ्जरकोशभूतयः सर्वेऽर्थकामाः क्षणभङ्गुरायुषः कुर्वन्ति मर्त्यस्य कियत्प्रियं चलाः एवं हि लोकाः क्रतुभिः कृता अमी क्षयिष्णवः सातिशयान निर्मलाः तस्मात् अदृष्टश्रुतदूषणं परं भक्त्यैकयेशं भजतात्मलब्धये यदध्यर्थ्येह कर्माणि विद्वन्मान्यसकृन्नरः करोत्यतो विपर्यासम् अमोघं विन्दते फलं सुखाय दुःखमोक्षाय संकल्प इह कर्मिणः सदाप्नोति हया दुःखम् अनीहायाः सुखावृतः कामान् कामयते काम्यैः यदर्थमिह पूरुषः स वै देहस्तु पारक्यः भङ्गुरो यात्युपैति च किमु व्यभैतापत्य दारागारधनादयः राज्यं कोशगजामात्य भृत्याप्ता ममतास्पदाः इमेतैरात्मनस्तुच्छैः सह देहेन नश्वरैः अनर्थैरर्थसङ्काशैः नित्यानन्दमहोदधेः निरूप्यतामिह स्वार्थः कियान् देहभृतो असुराः निषेकादिष्वस्थासु क्लिश्यमानस्य कर्मभिः कर्माण्यारभते देहि देहेनात्मानुवर्तिना कर्मभिस्तनुते देहम् उभयं तु अविवेकतः तस्मादर्थाश्च कामाश्च धर्माश्च यदपाश्रयाः भजतानि हयात्मानम् अनीहं हरिमेश्वरं सर्वेषामपि भूतानां हरिरात्मेश्वरः प्रियः भूतैर्महद्भिः स्वकृतैः कृतानां जीवसंज्ञितः देवोऽसुरो मनुष्यो वा यक्षो गन्धर्व एव वा भजन् मुकुन्दचरणं स्वस्तिमान् स्यात् यथा वयं नालं द्विजत्वं देवत्वं ऋषित्वं वासुरात्मजाः प्रीणनाय मुकुन्दस्य न वृत्तं न बहुज्ञता न दानं न तपो नेज्या न शौचं न व्रतानि च प्रीयते अमलया भक्त्या हरिरन्यद्विडम्बनं ततो हरौ भगवते भक्तिं कुरुत दानवाः आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र सर्वभूतात्मनीश्वरे दैतेयायक्षरक्षांसि स्त्रियः शूद्रा व्रजौकसः खगाः मृगाः पापजीवाः सन्ति ह्यच्युताङ्गदाः एतावानेव लोकेऽस्मिन् पुंसः स्वार्थः परः स्मृतः एकान्तभक्तिर्गोविन्दे यत्सर्वत्र तदीक्षणम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां सप्तमस्कन्धे सप्तमोऽध्यायः ओम शांति शांति शांति। Tomorrow's chanting we will be seeing Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Bhagavan's avatar in this most beautiful 8th chapter of 7th skandha. Don't miss that chanting tomorrow. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Suta Sharanam Mama, Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Narada Sharanam Mama, Sri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Sri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Sri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Sri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkruvātamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Yasvanubhavam Akalashrutisaramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirsatam Tamondham Samsarinam Karunayah Puranaguhyam Tam Vyasasonumupayami Gurum Muninam Sarge Satye Kailase Vaikunthe Nasteyam Rasaha Atapibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchadakarhishita. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Ekadasha Skandha Muktirhitva Anyatha Rupam Sarupena Vyavastitihi Adhashtavimshodhyayaha Sri Bhagavanuvāca. Salute Parabrahma Tattva, salute the Guru Tattva, salute the Shruti Mata, salute Sriman Narayana Bhagavan in all his avatars, salute Bhagavan Krishna who is giving us this Jnanam, salute to the entire Bhagavata, Acharya Parampara of Vishnu, Brahmadeva, Sanakadi Muni, Narada Muni, Vedavyasa, Shukadeva, Suta Muni, Vaishampayana Rishi, Ityadi. Salute to all the Acharyas from the time Bhagavata came till now. We have done the Seva to Bhagavata by Swadhyaya, Adhyayana, Pravachana, Adhyapana, Ityadi. May all their anugraha come to us that we also understand and live Bhagavata to become Bhagavata in our own life. Today's thought is very simple, easy it is for me to share because what is said in this 7th Skandham in the teachings of Prahlada again are actually parallel to what we are studying in this 28th chapter. What a beautiful way Bhagavan Sri Prahlada ji analyzing every aspect of what is happening in outer life and happening in inner life, how all of that is not going to give us sukham, on the other hand it is going to give us bandhanam, then how and why we have to single-pointedly dedicate our life only to the Lord to discover Him as the Self or to find Him as the point of surrender and surrender to Him. I tell you, we will study 7th Skandha again because we studied for 50 days, I remember. But still it appears that we have to study. From this Parayanam of Bhagavatam again, of the 7th Skandha and earlier Skandhas, what I have understood and what is today's thought for all of us before Bhagavatam is in these granthas, shastras of Purana, Itihasa, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, entire treasure of knowledge to give us mukti is fully hidden. Point 1. Point 2, it is our inability that we are not able to bring out, take out, use and make benefit of that knowledge. Therefore, it is in our interest only. Now we have to go back to the basics where in the initial classes only we were told that please purify your mind. Please make your mind shantam, single pointed. Please withdraw yourself from the external and become introverted. Please develop that sukshma buddhi. All those things, and they are all done through, as Prahlad also says here, Ishvara Upasana, Guru Upasana. Through Guru Upasana, Ishvara Upasana, only we achieve, and when we achieve this most important qualifications of the Mana Buddhi, that we will be able to patiently study every shloka of such topics and understand the deep implications that are there in that portion. Else, we will only, like many millions of people, chant Vishnu Sahasranam and Hanumanji without going into the meaning of even one word. it will never help that much. Only Parayana ka punya hoga, but the real purpose with which or for which those are written, that won't be achieved. In the same way, any amount of listenings by you, speakings by me are done on the Bhagavatam, yet they won't help us unless we go into the deep understanding of every portion. Once we are able to understand it, we will know how sublime it is, how grand it is, how great it is, how beautiful is this redeeming knowledge, liberating knowledge. Excellent it is. But to be able to catch that essence, we have to be making our antakarana worthy for it. That is what takes time. And for that only, Nirantara Upasana to Guru, Shruti Mata and Bhagavan, along with the Prarthana to them, Oh Lord, oh Devatas, give us that type of inner subtlety ability that we are able to grasp the essence of the Shastra and get convinced by it and follow only those sadhanas to reach out to you, O Lord, as soon as possible, without in a moment's delay. Without a moment's delay. That's how through Upasana, through the Prarthana. That is why the Shanno Mitra Sham Varunaha Avahanti Vitanvana Yaschandasa Mrishabha. See, all those Shrutam Me Gopaya, these all mantras, what is there in all of them? Seeking the blessings of these Adhisthana Devatas to give at every upadhi of our level of upadhi, such type of purity, such type of subtlety, such type of mutual integration that we are not missing the deep things or knowledge that is hidden in the Shastra while we are studying them, listening them. And I promise you, once you study our Vedanta Granthas, Upanishads with Bhashyam and Bhagavatadi also with the Tika and Bhashyam of the great Mahatma, so you will know there is no greater knowledge in the entire universe than this. One side it gives the peace and happiness in the mind, other side it gives outer successes, outer prosperity, that also by Ishvara Krupa. But third side, the Jnanam, the Tattva Jnanam, the Atma Jnanam, the Bhavat Jnanam. And repeatedly when we listen, repeatedly when we study, repeatedly when we are involving in our upasanas, then the upasanas give the qualification, repeated study gives us that subtlety. Like the subtle aspect, how many times we have heard, it is Ishvara because of whom the Srushti Sthiti Laya is happening. And again we listen, Ishvara is Akarta. If he is Akarta, how then Srushti Sthiti Laya he is doing? This contradiction always remains in the mind unless through Ishvara and Guru Kripa, with the obtained subtle intellect, we pause there, think there and understand that it is Ishvara's presence only, his own power is creating, maintaining, dissolving, and that is an answer given for those who are seeing the world of multiplicity. And to pull their attention from the world of multiplicity to this wielder of Maya, Paramatma. When the attention is on Paramatma fully, deeply, we realize him. When we realize Paramatma, other than him, no world at all is there. Therefore, no need of bringing the idea of the Maya, its Trigunas, and every aspect of Srushti Sthiti Laya. All of them will be that way dissolved, having known Paramatma. To know Paramatma, we will be told that all these are created by the Ishwariya Shakti. And it is true also. As true only we have to follow it is. Then only we accept everything as Ishvara Leela. Then we start praying to him. Through prayer we become closer and closer to him. As we become closer, the Lord reveals his essential nature to us. When the essential nature of Paramatma is revealed, he alone is there. Other than him, there is nothing in this whole universe. If at all something appears, he alone. Jagadvilakshana Brahma, Brahmanonyana Kinchana, Brahmanyadbhati Chenmithya, Yatha Marmaruchika. You understand? Unless the subtle intellect is there, this knowledge will not come. And unless this knowledge comes, we don't know then what to meditate upon. How to transcend all the upadhi. Then only we will understand why it is said again and again as develop the Sakshi Bhava on your seat of meditation. Why to develop Sakshi Bhava? Not only to get rid of all the problems that are coming, But actually, the self is only a sakshi. In its presence, everything is happening. He is not doing. And the sakshi is Chaitanya. In his awareness, only everything happening. He is not doing. And that awareness, when you are seated, it is only awareness all pervading. There is nothing happening even to be seeing or observing. Hmm? Very interesting. These all things we have to understand. How will they come to us? Only when we, through various upasanas to Guru, Shruti and Bhagavan, make our antakarana shuddha. Only then the subtly hidden jnanam which gives mukti is revealed to us. Without that, only we'll be studying superficially, academically, completing the text only without any change, transformation, substantial in us. That should not come to us. The more we are spending number of hours and classes for study of Upanishads, the more we have to become ashamed that so much I am studying, still I am not able to enter into the deep understanding and sadhana. Therefore, after being ashamed, feeling ashamed, we have to come to the next level. Hey Bhagavan, I understood why my mere speaking or studying or listening, nothing of the deeper understanding conviction I am going to have. It is only by your grace. Therefore, O Ishvara, Guru Deva, Guru Parambara, Guru Tattva, Shruti Mata, please bless me, please reveal. Yame Vaisha Varunute, Tayana Labhyaha, Tasyesha Atma, Vivarunute Tanum Swam. I don't want to have that humiliating life of no difference between me who is spending hours in study and those who are not spending. Or my own life when I was not spending for Shastra Jnanam, now I am spending. तब जैसा दुखी था अब भी वैसा ही हूँ तो उसका क्या फर्क है so I am very ashamed of it. I don't want that guilt. Therefore, O Lord, I am praying to you. Give all the things required. Take away all those things required. But give me that sukshmata to be able to catch with what purpose or knowledge the Shastras are given to us by these rishis and munis. Exactly what Bhashakara said, I must understand. What Sutrakara said, I must understand. What Vyasa Bhagavan said, I must understand. What Naraji, Valmiki ji, Krishna Paramatma saying, exactly may I know it. Not only intellectual information, but behind the intellection, there is a clear purpose is given. If this intellectual apprehended or comprehended or convinced thing, if you practice, you are liberated. Beyond the intellectual understanding, that conviction to practice also, I must come, I must get it, and may I be established in that practice and in that experience exclusively as soon as possible without any distractions. Oh Lord, this is how we have to pray. I am praying to myself. You can pray to yourself. In that way, may we make our these study hours more and more fruitful by getting maximum benefit out of them. Again, by the grace of same devatas and gurus who have given us this chance to study. उन्हीं के कृपा से क्लास में आए हैं, उन्हीं की कृपा से लगातार आ रहे हैं, उन्हीं की कृपा से बैठ पा रहे हैं, उन्हीं के कृपा से सुन पा रहे हैं, उन्हीं की कृपा से समझना और निश्चय लेना, साधना करना, सिद्धि पाना भी होगा. So therefore, at one side we are putting our efforts of study, etc. Other side we are doing all sacrifices of the worldly things, which is not an easy thing. Many people want to come to class, but they can't sacrifice worldly. Therefore, they are not coming in that way. We have conquered that obstacle. Along with doing that one, the third one also, Hey Guru Ishware Sutimata, please bless me. So when I was studying Prahlad Charitra or the teachings, I was feeling this thought so strongly कि अरे we are chanting it, looks like कि हमने कुछ पढ़ा ही नहीं उसको. 50 days we studied. Where has all that gone knowledge? So to the 20th chapter, only we are studying 42 days. And the whole 11th skandha, today it is 393rd day. But how much a transformation happened in us? Every day 1.5 hour we are talking, we are listening. Almost 400 into 2, 600 घंटे इस पे हमने बोला. Plus 2. But still it has not. Means what? Kripa. That is why ईश्वरा गुरु कृपा है तो एक ही सेंटेंस में सारा तत्व का बोध होता है. नहीं है तो हमको कितने भी कोशिश करो नहीं होगा. इसका अर्थ यह नहीं कि कोशिश मत करो. इसका अर्थ यह है कोशिश के साथ प्रार्थना भी करो. Along with the trying, do pray to them. And when we pray, they give us the techniques. They give the ideas. They tell us where we are going wrong, because of which this knowledge is not becoming stronger, convinced in us. And already that is told to us in our Taittiriya Upanishad, in that Yaschandasa Mrishavaha, the most important word of, what is that? Medhaya Pihitaha. It is our medha chip is filled with worldliness. Therefore, the spirituality वहाँ टिक नहीं रहा. See, for any reason the worldliness allowed in the heart, spirituality is replaced by it. Only for no reason also, when we keep away the world, then only the spirituality will tickle in the heart. Whether it is heart, whether it is buddhi, whether it is mana, whether it is vani, whether it is vyavahara, only two options, worldly or spiritual. We are preferring worldly, therefore we only by, without our knowledge, denying the spiritual. This is what exactly explained by Sri Bhagavan Adi Shankara while commenting on this most important word which we are studying every day from last 3 days in Taittiriya Upanishad, na pramaditavyam, na pramaditavyam, na pramaditavyam. What is that na pramaditavyam? Pramad nahi karna, don't be inadvertent, is this only. We are not consciously, choicefully doing, but inadvertently we are doing one thing. What is that? Giving more importance to the worldliness than the spirituality. Therefore, when any 10 guests come to your house, 5 of them you respected, they stay with you. Other 5 you have not respected, they wait for some time and they go away. जहाँ रेस्पेक्ट नहीं है तो क्यों रुकेंगे? इन द सेम वे प्रमादवश से ही हम हद से ज्यादा इस व्यवहार को इंपॉर्टेंस देने के कारण स्पिरिचुअल इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे अंदर टिक नहीं रहा. दिस रिवलेशन ऑल्सो ईश्वर कृपा से होता है, बट दैट इज ओनली a beginning. It has to be practically done then. Therefore, at that day when we decide not to involve in anything beyond our own dharma and spend all time mind only in sadhana, that day is really our, revelation, Guru Krupa, Ishwar Krupa. In fact, that day you can start celebrating your happy birthday. That day when I have learned or developed the knack of withdrawing my involvement with the mana, buddhi, indriyas in the world beyond requirement, and all the time, energy, attention, I am able to focus exclusively only in remembering the truth, meditating on the truth, realizing the truth, then that is real birthday of sadhak. Till that time, birth has not happened. He is in the tummy only. He is not being delivered. And this delivery coming out, it can take 1 lakh years also if this has not come. Maybe in 1 year also the delivery can happen. That the knack I developed. Nothing. Because that's what Prahlada says in that Saptama Skandha. I tell you, such a beautiful teachings it were. He just quotes all the examples of the world and says, अरे बाबा इसमें से कौन सा चीज तुम मुझे बताओ सत्य है, कौन सा चीज तुम मुझे बताओ उसने सुख दिया है, कौन सा चीज कुछ ने टिका है. Everything is deceiving you, cheating you, leaving you and going, not permanent, deluding you, confusing you, उल्लू बना रहे तेरे को, फिर भी इसमें कैसे तुम फंसते हो. What a powerful thing Prahlad ji says in this chapter today. What we chanted, it's ultimate. You chant it, you read that with the meaning. मुझे तो समझ में आ गया पारायण करते करते. That day is real our happy birthday. That day really we are born. And वो वाला आता है कभी कभी. You understand? That thought that, I am wasting time for worldliness, let me do sadhana. That thought comes, but it comes only for 2 seconds. Again फिर भूल जाते हैं. That become 4 seconds, 5 seconds, and half minute, and slowly we really try doing it. And finally क्या होता है ना? At this very moment, something is tempting in your mind or calling outside. Immediately you are having in understanding, awareness, and power. So to say no to that, and same time you have taken the book and study. And it is a habit. Silly example I am giving, don't feel bad, I am not taking anything away from you. The mind said coffee, chai, pina. Every time we drink with all the justification, it's a good thing, it refreshes me, it is a habit to me, after all it's only coffee, it's not any drink, all that we do. But when this clicks to us, that medhaya pihita is the reason because of which my chip of the mind is never with the divinity, what do? Only one moment the coffee thought comes. Immediately I say, making it for 10 minutes, drinking it for 10 minutes, washing the utensil 50, 30, half an hour, 15 मिनट, पूरा मिलके 40 मिनट एक कप कॉफी के लिए खराब हो जाएगा मेरा. नालायक हूँ क्या मैं? I don't want coffee. Take out at that time Bhagavatam and study. That 30 minutes of coffee vasana, how strong it would be in our mind, that is replaced by the Bhagavata there. Again, another thing comes to the mind. Let me go for outing there. What is the need of going outing? If it is required, don't go for 1 hour. 15-20 minutes coffee hai. Baki 30 minutes study mein lagao. In this way, in every of the activity, we learn the art of reducing unnecessary involvement in terms of time and mind and attention. We can shift it to Paramatma. Those who are able to get convinced about it and do it, they only will be more and more time in sadhana, less and less in the world. To them only all the knowledge remains in the mind all the time. That alone protects. ज्ञान का ही रक्षा होता है और कोई तो रक्षा करता नहीं हमको. हमको ज्ञान बाद में याद आता है. All the atsa is over, then we remember knowledge. What is of that knowledge when we remember? After what? We are wise before, we are wise after, and at the time of incidents, we are otherwise incident. This is what the need of upasanas. We must know it. That is what we are also studying here in the 20th chapter, in the last portion. Now let us come to this. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Ashtavimshah Adhyayah Ekadasha Skandha. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So what is said here? Tatra ayam vidhi vihitaha. Clear? This is the vidhi vidhana is given to us. Even it is adopted, practiced. All the upasargas or antarayas, kaya utthita, they will go. Kaya utthita means stula sukshma karana sharira. Because of stula sukshma karana sharira only, we are in jagra sapna sushupti. In sapna sushupti, we can't do sadhana. We do only in jagra. In the jagrata avastha, only stula kaya is very predominant. Therefore, stula bhi hai, jagrat mein sukshma bhi karan bhi hai. In तीनों शरीरों के तादात्म्य के कारण, इन तीनों शरीरों से किए हुए पाप के कारण, whatever the prarabdha etc. come, that becomes an antaraya. That becomes an upasarga, not allowing us to become a pakva yogi from apakva yogi. Isn't it? वही कहने का योगिना अपक्व योगस्य. How to do? What is the vidhi? One, we have seen out of the 8 sadhanas, yoga dharana. There should be no vagueness, no mistiness. Foggy nahi rakhna understanding ko. It should be crystal clear. Like, in winters in North India, peak, just January ending, February first week, zero visibility. Then 1 meter visibility, 5 meter visibility. देखते by the end of the February, March, 2 हफ्ते होते, everything 100% visible. जो नहीं चाहिए वो भी दिखता है. In the same way, our visibility should not be clouded as regard these understandings are concerned. That I must spend some time every day in doing upasana to the adhisthana devatas of all the indriyas, antakarana, deha adi, because of whom alone this body is given to me and is maintained, and any kami peshe has shortcomings through my upasana, they will something they do so that our sadhana is not disturbed. We will not ask them to remove all the prarabdha, because that is against a rule. We will ask them that our sadhana should not be disturbed. That way you negotiate this prarabdha. Thereby, kaya uttita upasarga is not stopping me from doing sadhana. Be attentive. This is very, very essential. And those devatas, they somehow do this or that and help us out in making us do our swadhyaya and sadhana. That is called as kaya upasarga, kaya uttita upasarga are eliminated one by yoga dharana. Dharana yoga. Dharana and Paramatma. And in this I can add one more thing also. Yoga dharana it is practical, but again depends. Very subtle it is. I can't guarantee whether you will understand or not. See, the entire world is in the mind only. Entire world is thought only. Thought, therefore, because alone is the entire world, it has infinite power to influence the world. If not the entire world it can influence our own life. My own mind, my own thought. Therefore, here yoga dharana means what? One of the sadhanas. To some extent, it will help. Whether you are able to catch it, convince or not. Key what? Any part of the body is giving some problem because of which we are not able to do sadhana. Once we achieve the yoga dharana shakti, concentration of mind, it is said that we can become acutely, absolutely aware of that portion of the body, that part of the body which is troubling, and through this mana sankalpa, we can reduce the pain of it. We can reduce its influence so that we are able to do sadhana. This is called yoga dharana. What we so far studied about yoga dharana is dharana yoga on the variety of devatas. Here we are talking about dharana on that particular limb and with our own power of the thought. That thought power will come only with one reason: we are extremely pure. Whatever the impurities were there earlier, they are all over. Now we are extremely pure. Not only we are extremely pure in our character, conduct, everything, in our goal also we are extremely pure, that we want nothing but Paramatma. परमात्मा ही हमारा लक्ष्य वाला प्योरिटी, दुनिया में किसी भी तरह का कोई किसी को तंग नहीं करने वाला प्योरिटी. When these two are there fully in us, and with that when we have developed the dharana shakti in the mana, with that mana when we remember that particular part of the deha, and through the power of the thought, because it is the dharana yukta mana, it is the purest of the pure mana, with that when we focus and do the sankalpa, strong sankalpa, that the stomach pain or the knee pain or etc., that its made should be reduced to. May it be not overpowering me not to do sadhana. This is called yoga dharana. So योग के कारण धारणा कर पाया जिस मन को लेकर, means through yoga sadhana, when we have controlled the mind called as dharana, that controlled mind with its all purity, when it is applied and sankalpa is done, that goes away. It works. Totally it may not go away, because the power of the prarabdha and the ईश्वर लीला and समष्टि प्रारब्धा बहुत सारे होते हैं, इसलिए हम पूरा निकालने का कोशिश नहीं कर सकते. कोशिश कर सकने को होता नहीं वो. But then our sadhana should not be disturbed. Main thing is this: प्रभु आपको पाने के इस मार्ग में है, हमें हमको कोई भी बीच में नुकसान या तकलीफ नहीं होना. That much only. Remaining what happens to the prarabdha, how does it matter to us? It is only part of the Panchamahabhuta. आज नहीं तो कल जाना ही पड़ेगा. See, today Prahlada says, this body, these people for which you are doing everything, they are never yours. You are pagal, you are working for that which is never yours. Yours is only Paramatma. Do for it first, he says. It is कितना बढ़िया बातें है वो तो. छोटे छोटे मुख से प्रहलाद जी बड़े बड़े बातें जो दे रहे ना, it is ultimate in fact. I am happy that I am chanting that and able to recollect for myself, and you are kind enough to give those 10 minutes to me. Such a wonderful people. Anyway, now come to the second one. Yoga dharana is done. Second is asanaihi dharananvitaihi. Let us start our asanas. Let us start our prana dharana exercises with only two aims. One aim is what? The deha uttita upasarga should not be there. So that second point is our sadhana of swadhyaya, manana, chintana, dhyana is continuously happening. ये उन लोगों के लिए जो साधना करने का बहुत इच्छुक है. There is no second doubt in their mind other than sadhana. Yet the obstructions coming from the bodily pains, etc., for them this is the thing. If we ourselves don't have the conviction to know the Paramatma, we are still in the worldly, so a lot of distance we have to travel. For us तो अभी इतने जन्म सत्संग सुनना ही पड़े. Our fickle minds, the two wonderful creations of the God. One is Madhumakhi. Second, chai mein girne wali makhi. Madhumakhi, in its whatever lifespan, have you ever seen it falling anywhere other than the flower? मंडराते हुए जाकर सिर्फ पुष्प के यहाँ जाकर वो मकरंद लेता है, मधुमक्खी. The honeybee never goes anywhere in the world. He just looks at flowers, it comes. And it comes to us also sometime. हमको फूल समझते, देन इट अरे इट्स नॉट अ हिंदी फूल, आई एम सर्चिंग फॉर हिंदी, ये इंग्लिश वाला है. इट गोes. I saw it so many times, many, maybe 18, 20, 15 years back, with newly wearing this, orange, yellow clothes. I used to sit in that garden park wherever I was there. And that season, general, especially the Feb, March, April, because season, plenty of flowers, colorful. एंड ऑल दीज हनीबीज यूज्ड टू कम, कोई कोई करके छोटे, वो वहां से मेरे पास भी आते थे, घूमते थे. देन आई अंडरस्टूड बिकॉज ऑफ कलर दे आर कमिंग, दे थिंक आई एम अ फूल, एंड दे रियलाइज नॉट हिंदी वाला इंग्लिश, दे गो अवे. So this one insect called as honeybee, we never see it. It is falling anywhere other than the honey. Now look at the makhi, the housefly, whatever you say. That stupid fellow आपके नाक में गिरेगा. नेक्स्ट मोमेंट इल गो एंड लैंड एट द फीट ऑफ द लॉर्ड इन पूजा मंदिर. नेक्स्ट मोमेंट इल गो एंड लैंड ऑन द नैवेद्य देर. द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट सच कचरा उधर है कहीं भी, ऑन दैट आल्सो इट गोस एंड लैंड्स. यू हैव सीन एग्जांपल डिफरेंस. आवर माइंड इज नाउ द हाउस फ्लाई, कंजूस मक्खी चूस वाला मक्खी. इट हैज टू बिकम द हनी बी. To those people, these are the things. And Bhagavan is expecting it because 11 skandhas, in that also 11th one so much, in that also 28th chapter, up to this shloka, so much of Vedanta, Tattva Jignasa given. Bhagavan bichara overconfidence on us. He thinks us that we are convinced of walking only spiritual path like the honeybee, nothing other than that. To them, whatever the Kaya Uttita Upasarga, how to remove them, the Vidhi Vidhana is telling. As much Vedanta Jnanam never appeals to us, so much is Yoga Pranayam also never appeal to us. क्योंकि हमको खा के पी के भोग करते हुए चाहे शरीर खराब भी हो जाए कोई वांदा नहीं. लाइक दैट मक्खी वी आर नाउ. वी आर ऑल लाइक दैट. लेट मी डाई बट विथ भोग, with enjoyment. That's what we are doing. We are not saying with mouth, but exactly what we are doing, that only. Because we are not convinced. But those who are convinced, single-pointedly they want Paramatma. To them also, because Prarabdha, Kaya, Uttita, Upasargas are there. For removal of them, these are the sadhanas. One is what? Yoga dharana. Second is asana. Third is pranayama. And asana, pranayama only for maintaining health of the body. Health of body is only for doing sadhana. Sadhana is only of knowing Paramatma. There should be never any doubt. This I will tell till I die, till you leave my class and go. Because there is no greater thing than this, and other things I don't want to say. आपको अच्छा लगे, बुरा लगे, बोर लगे, कुछ भी हो, सत्य बोलना ही पड़ेगा हमको. So do them only for that purpose. Very clear we are. All this we do only for protecting our personality layers, so that they are used only for sadhana. Beautiful it is. It's like you have scooter or car. You prepare it, maintain it, but only take it to your temple or your office. That's it. You don't take it for any useless rides. In the same way, our faculty should be managed for taking for spiritual sadhana. For that, these are the things. Kashit asanaihi dharananvitaihi. So it means what? Bhagavan Krishna himself must have done lot of early morning pranayama yoga asana. That is why you can see Bhagavan Krishna sitting in yoga mudra, in the dhyana sadhana. Some of the publishers present, no, it won't happen just like that unless one practices. So Bhagavan must have practiced these two. Therefore, he is teaching us. And all I can feel, even Bhagavan Adishankara is Maha Yogi. With yoga only he has achieved everything, not by Vedanta. He did prachara of the Vedanta with the yoga Shakti. Maha Yogi he is. Otherwise, how can he have the Parakaya Pravesham? How can he go to the Kailasha? In Vedanta, इधर उधर जाना नहीं होता है. जहाँ वो हो वहीं ब्रह्म है. Gurudev, Maha Yoga Shakti is his. And his pranayama, everything you can see in his whole expression. He used it for Vedanta Prachara. And every great Mahatma has become great only by managing himself through all these processes and doing his main mission of the life. In fact, these kaya uchit upasarga, even for doing our dharma, they are abstraction. Doing seva to the world also, they are abstraction. In general, throughout life, we have to have the body, mind, all of them intact, healthy. By the way, keep it in mind. Then we saw tapaha, upavasa, dikshas, ityadi we have to do. Mantraha, the mantra ucharana, exhaustive, I gave you the list of the mantras. Then the aushadhaihi, with all the medicine, including if required, you have to go through these surgeries, go through. Nothing is modern. All long back the surgeries has done, the charakas, the shushrushas, they have done every surgery. Plastic and all. We have already the head transplantations. You know the examples of three Hayagriva example, that Dakshya Prajapati example, Ganapati example. They are all head transplantation only. They were nothing new. They are already there. Therefore, don't feel afraid. If the doctor is authentic, reports are good, and assurance is there, go through even surgeries. That also Ishvara given only to maintain the health if required, I am saying. Some of the people have this notion, no, I don't want any kanchi to be cut to my body. This is a marunga, like an operation nahi karaunga. That is not correct. It is not only you, your तुम्हारा है ही नहीं है देह पहले तो भगवान ने दिया उसको ठीक करो साधना के लिए यूज करो. What all this emotional nonsense? Aushadha I am talking. Never neglect your food, rest and aushadha. Bhagavan says, युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. You have to take. In that भोजन के साथ जरूरत पड़ी तो औषध की बात हम कर रहे हैं. Because औषध is mentioned here, we have to never hesitate to take. So these are all the things Bhagavan gives which help us in eliminating kaya utthita upasarga. औषधम जरूर लेना. Every type of aushadam. Shastra Chikitsa aushadam, Shalya Chikitsa aushadam. Then gulping wala aushadam, the lepanam wala aushadam. Variety are there for variety of problems. Don't hesitate. Be fit and healthy. That's it. Okay? After this, now we have seen yesterday, Kanschinmamanudhyanena Nama Sankirtanadibihi Yogeshwaranuvritya va Hanyad Ashubhadhan Shanaihi. So, Ashubhadanu, Upasarganu. Those upasargas which don't allow us to do sadhana, them hanyata should be deleted, eliminated. Above are the six told. What are six? So, yogadharana, asana, pranayama, tapa, mantra, aushadha. Six over. Then here, mama anudhyanena. You can say 7. Nama sankirtana, 8 and 9. Nama alag karo, sankirtana alag karo. Yesterday, we have seen all of that. So, above 6, okay. Here, 7th one is mama anudhyanena. And yesterday I told you, Bhagwan ka dhyana bhi सूक्ष्म रूपी विकारों को निकाल देता है. एंड आई गेव यू भज गोविंदम 2 श्लोकास है ना. कामं क्रोधम लोभम हम त्यक्त्वात्मानम एंड सो टू गेयम गीता नाम सहस्रम ध्येयम श्रीवद्रूमहस्रम नेयम सज्जन संगे चित्तम. ऑल दैट इन दैट मम अनुध्यानेन. ऑलवेज व्हेन वी डू द ध्यान ऑन भगवान्स रूप and leelas, it also has the effect of removing the manasika antarayas. Mana also is a part of our vyaktitvam. It is also one of the part of our sukshma kaya. Sukshma sharik ka angi hi hai na. मन ही तो ज्यादा तंग करता है हमको. Anytime you can see, very angry we are, very passionate, lusty. You just feel the presence of Lord in the mind for 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You can see that has influence of removing that anger or whatever the non-positive guna. Is it not? Therefore, mama anudhyanena. So this Bhagavan takes the responsibility. When he says, by doing anudhyana, anu means nirantaram, nirantara dhyana of me, your upasargas will go. When he says, he takes responsibility of removing those upasargas. Because he said, मेरा ध्यान करने से कुछ दूर हो जाएंगे. कांशित ममा अनुध्यानेन. Yesterday we spoke about so many devatas. Their rupa varnana is there, given. Chant those mantras and do dhyana. Through that also, the manasik upasargas of tamoguna, restlessness, all those things. tiredness, sleepiness, they will go away. One goal you and I have to aim at. From the tamoguna through rajoguna into pure sattoguna of always being alert in trying to know the truth, we have to enter into. कुछ भी करके हमको उस शुद्ध सत्वगुण में आना चाहिए. Nowadays, because of wrong food, because of prarabdha, because of unnecessary indulgence in the worldly enjoyments and entanglements, we get tired and enter into tamas. हमें व्यावहारिक सांसारिक थकावट से नींद नहीं आना चाहिए. आध्यात्मिक साधना करते करते थोड़ी सी थकावट हो, उसके लिए थोड़ा सोकर हमें उठना है, ना कि वी आर विक्टिम ऑफ द तमोगुण. So Bhagavan Rupa Dhyanam will help us in coming out of the tamas of the mana, the agitation of the mana, the disinterestedness in the mana, and the akrosha, krodha of the mana. All of them are the antaraya. And they are very deeply rooted in our heart. And any time they come and can disturb our very beautiful sadhana also. You are really deeply involved in sadhana. Suddenly some upasarga comes, pulls you down from there. Like from 98, there's a 99 samp, seedha niche aage 10-20 par. In that snake and ladder game, one upasarga will pull us down. This is called as mama anudhyanena. And in that anudhyana, you can add all your prarthana. Hey Bhagavan, keep my body healthy, keep my antakarana shuddha and sukshma, so that by the pursuit of shastra, dhenam, sadhana is not disturbed. Please, 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 like that. So to nama sankirtanadimihi. We have discussed yesterday, the most of the divine power is invoked through nama sankirtanam. Nama as well as sankirtanam. उसमें सब आ गए. Only नाम चैंटिंग करो, नाम को राग युक्त और 2-4 पद यूज कर करो तो संकीर्तन होता है. नाम संकीर्तन आदि मीन्स भजना, कीर्तन, also स्तोत्र पठनम, all of them come in that. Nama sankirtan adi. Adi means all that you have to add. And in that adi, because everybody cannot chant the raga yukta gana, so they can play some musical instruments on the Lord only as theme. नृत्य कर सकते हैं कोई. So any of these divine related, if you do, that also helps us in removing this upasargas. निरंतर नाम, निरंतर संकीर्तन. एक आदत बनाते हैं आज से. Before we sleep, 5 minutes भगवान नाम ले लो. सुबह उठते ही first thing is start with भगवान नाम. Throughout the day become aware to go on doing the namocharana, nama sankirtana while doing everything. And start doing it lively, joyfully. In 6 months' time, our personality should become full of joy, bubbling enthusiasm, where the Bhagavan's Nama is going on. At the same time, one side deep study and dhyana is going on, other side we are doing what we have to do in the world as our duty, service, obligation. सेवा भी कर रहे हैं, कर्तव्य का भी निर्वहन भी कर रहे हैं, आनंद में भी हैं, भगवान का नाम लेते हुए, और साधना में कोई खोट नहीं है. Deep study we are doing, deep contemplation we are doing. That personality let's aim it by the April of next year. ऐसे कोई ना कोई लक्ष्य लगाकर कोशिश करो तभी होता है. Anyway, so Nama Sankirtan. Now the last one we have not said yesterday. There we have paused. What is that? Yogeshwara Anuvrutyava Hanyad Ashubhadan Shanaihi. Remaining or some of the Utthakaya Utthitam Upasargas can be destroyed by Yogeshwara Anuvrutti. Anu means पीछे, वृत्ति means सेवा. मतलब उनके साथ रहते हुए सेवा करना. किनका? योगा ईश्वरा. Those who have done the yoga and mastered the yoga and are in the highest experience. And all the yogis, Jnana yogi, Bhakti yogi, Ashtanga yogi, remember please once for all throughout life, their highest stage they are in now, not one life's achievement. They are going on doing it from hundreds and hundreds of their earlier lives. That means hundreds and hundreds lives of sincere practice of theirs not only brought them to this level, but because of all that only, they have that special power that with their sankalpa, with their darshan, looking at our eyes, or with their touch, or or with this one word, they can remove our upasargas. Then all in all, remember one thing, throughout life, we are seeking through all these means the removal of the kaya uttita upasarga, not for indulging again in the world, not for going back into the world of bhoga, only for adhyatmic sadhana. Please remember. मैं तो यही मांग रहा हूं, भगवान देहेंद्र मनोबुद्धि को आपको पाने के लिए साधना जो करनी है उसके लिए हेल्दी इंटैक्ट करो, वेरी पक्का. And add this prayer, if at all my mind goes into bhoga, make me so diseased that I don't go there. Again come to sadhana, become healthy. Interesting? ऐसा भी मांग सकते हैं, to help ourselves. See, once we go on doing it and we enter into that maturity zone, thereafter not a problem. Like I had to struggle to convince you, to love you, to beg you so much. Baba, regular aa jao class. But now I don't need to, especially this group of 5, 6. I don't need, because you are matured now. I only have to once in a while remind. Because you are innocent, as much you are surrendered here, you are surrendered to the world also. Their power, if it is more than my power, you are pulled there. So to protect from that, I have to sometime remind. But otherwise, I need not tell, because you got to that maturity. In the same way, it is only in the struggling zone we have problem. But when you enter into the higher matured zone, we need not be told that much problem will not be there. So all said and done, all this to be done to maintain our personality intact so that our aparipakva yoga should become pakva. And in this last one is Yogeshwara Anuvritti, the seva to the Yogeshwaras. Those who are not in the Deha, them also you can remember. You know, the great Yogeshwara. I told you the Patanjali Maharaj, Dattatreya Bhagavan, they're all Siddha Purushas, Yogeshwaras. Daily do some pranam to them and ask them, hey Bhagavan Dattatreya, do the chanting of Dattatreya Kavacham and all that is required. Then their anugraha will help you. Then the Yogeshwaras of last 3, 4, 500s back, they're all there. Great. Remember, their body is not there. They have merged in Paramatma. Like today, you know, in Yagnavalkya, when he was asked in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, is that everything merges in Paramatma or is something remains in a Brahmagnani? What did Yagnavalkya say? You chanted, na? I also only chanted. I did not see Nama iti, he says. And it is there in the Brahma Sutra Ityadi also, that any Brahmagnani merging himself with Brahma Tattva leaves behind Nama. That Nama, when we hold for our sake, that Brahmagnani or yogi comes from the Brahmanubhuti to help us and go back. How it happens, all that jadoo, we don't know. You remember, everything goes. Even a human being also, when he is dead, he is burned in the world, and अब बचा क्या है, उनका सिर्फ नाम ही रहता है वहाँ, और उनका नाम तो थोड़े बार भूल भी जाते हैं लोग. Millions of jivas, human beings are born and dying. Who remembers them? Their clan is gone. But these yogi jnanis have their nama. Like Nachiketa. His name alone is there. Where is Nachiketa in Deha? Nahi hai. But Nachiketa Nama is enough to invoke the Nachiketa's integrity, to detach from the temptation of the world if we have devotion to. That is why Nachiketa Secha we used to chant. This is called Yogeshwara Anuvritti. There are hundreds and hundreds of yogis in our Hindu Sanatana Dharma, right from beginning of creation, in the form of Sanat Kumaradi themselves are yogis. Narada himself is a yogi. Dattatreya Bhagavan himself is yogi. All the rishis are jnanis as well as Mahayogis. Some of them specifically, like Patanjali Adi, they have given importance to yoga. In that yoga, the attention more is on Prakriti. Therefore, they mastered it. They are in that special power. So when we pray to them, that is called Yogeshwara Anuvritti. Through their blessing also, many of these upasargas go away. So too, in this very life, the most important is what? In the contemporary world also, there are some Mahayogis living. Here, Anuvritti means go and serve them. Stay in that ashram for 2 months, 3 months, and serve. Like you go to all these Kerala type of Vaidyam, where 2 months you stay there, monthly 50,000 you pay. For that, they give only some patte vatte and they tie your hands back and you have to graze like animal. Nothing should be eaten. They take money, they don't give food and you are made healthy and sent. करते हैं कि नहीं आजकल? तो महीने में 5 ग्राम वेट कम करके आ गए. That was paying 50,000. In the same way, go to yogis, do the seva to them. By their grace, mainly mind-related samasyas go away. Is it not like you want to do sadhana, but some tragedy happened in your house? कुछ भी हो सकता है. Somebody died or somebody cheated you. And at that time, mind is so dukha yukta. You can't even remember God. You feel like dying only. उतना दुख होता है. होया होगा, everybody must have got it. At that time, go and stay in that yogi's ashram and do seva. You can see gradually all that dukkha, pain, ashanti of the mana goes away. And in that ashrams, if the satsang is also going on and all, sone pe suhaga. We should start an ashram, we, our group, where kaya uttita upasarga is removed. And then give them nice soothing bhajans and all. And through that, they can be made peaceful so that they can do their sadhana. So, presently living Yogeshwaras, their seva. 200-300 years back, whoever were there, those ones. Ancient time onwards, wherever the rishis are there, all of them. They though may not be in the physical body, but they left the name behind. Through the Namasmarana, we can invoke their blessings. That's what I was saying. Namasmarana. And it has power. Like Krishna left 5,000 years back. Ram Bhagavan to kitne hazar. But are we not taking their name now and getting blessed? See the beauty of it. So to the children, when the father took care of them, loved them, and gave the disciplines, father died long back. But the moment they remember father, immediately that inspires them again to do what father said. पिताजी नहीं है, but उनका नाम, उनका वाणी याद रहता. In the same way, Yogeshwara Anuvritti is this. Now the list is complete. In our life, there must be some Yogeshwaras whom we are daily remembering and asking them to remove the upasargas and empower us in doing so. We should have some Sankirtanas. We should have Nama. We also have to do Bhagavan's Anudhyanam. We also have to do Tapasya. We have to do the mantra. We have to do also the Aushadhi. We also have to do the Asana. We have to do the Pranayama. We also have to do the Yoga Dharana. Now, all of them are not Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya is only Upanishad. While studying Upanishad, to understand it, to convince, to do sadhana and realize, when the bodily, all these obstructions are there, to balance them, all this. And again, by the grace of them, when the body, everything is healthy, don't again indulge in the world, Baba. Oh, Mahapapa hota hai. Mahapapa in the sense, they feel bad and they don't help. They feel bad. That's why, पहले हृदय को pure बनो. And क्या problem है अभी? We have seen the world's limitation. We have seen how many people उनके पीछे हमने पड़ा. कितने लोगों ने हमको धोखा दिए, रुलाए. Which object has satisfied us? Just like Prahlada told. Which person has given all the joy? Which person has listened to? कोई नहीं. आप कितना पढ़े रहते हो दुनिया के? लक्ष्य should be Bhagavan only now. Any number of lives, same drama will continue. You expect something from them, like गधा कुत्ता, you do सेवा to them, and कुत्ते को गधे को लाती मारते हैं, वो लोग लाती मारेंगे. Like Urvashi kicking Pururava. Remember always Pururava and Urvashi Vrittant. This should help us to get convinced about Paramatma as the goal. Get convinced? Now pray to all these people, do all these exercises or yoga pranayam, keep always intact at all the kaya level, body, stula, sukshma, karana, and never stop your swadhyayam, mananam, chintanam, dhyanam, anubhuti. This is how Bhagavan Krishna's Krupa Karuna, along with giving us Brahma Vidya exhaustively, he is even not neglecting or giving up even the small little thing, how to help those who are convinced to do sadhana to come out of their problems coming because of the earlier mistakes. पहले किए थे पाप, बट प्रारब्ध भोगना है, बट अब तो ठीक हो गए, साधना करना चाह रहे. How to help them? His Lord is so kind. He is not leaving us to our prarabdha. Even how to reduce our prarabdha so that as soon as possible we reach Him and come out of the limitation of Jiva Deha Samsara. How much love and concern He should have, He must have having you. That He is giving all this guidance. You can feel His urgency in helping us in this chapter and His deep concern, both of them. कंसर्न है, अर्जेंसी नहीं है, तो धीरे धीरे होगा. इनको कंसर्न भी है, अर्जेंसी भी है, इसलिए हर एक चीज वो कह रहे हैं हमको. Then we should also become equally careful and concerned for our own sadhana. For that, take the help of this chapter, every aspect, and help yourself, help ourselves. So, kaya uttita upasargaha, ye vidhi hai baba, yoga dharanya kanshit, धारणै आसनै धारणादिभिः धारणान्वितैः तपो मंत्रौषधैः कांचित् उपसर्गान् विनिर्दहेतु कांचित् मम अनुध्यानेन नाम संकीर्तनादिभिः योगेश्वरानुत्या वा हन्यात् अशुभान् शनैः. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक. हमने कहा 4 दिन पहले and every day we discussing and we have completed it now. Now भगवान takes a last topic. थोड़ा इससे हटकर है. Again, it's a warning. Again, which we spoke already 2-3 times. With all these upayas, you can get many other siddhis other than gaining Paramatma. You don't get lost in them also. और ये बात अगर गुरु नहीं बताते हैं, शिष्य महाराज नहीं सुनते हैं, then a नया माया में फंसेंगे. And this is the last maya. That while being on spiritual path, purely, intently, on the way, when all these yoga siddhis come, no, they are so enchanting, so fulfilling, so joyful that the people get lost. And I am warning you, a very subtle thing, you will not understand it still. Ki, when I am starting to do my sadhana, out of vairagya I may be doing sadhana, or sometimes some desires I had, I could not fulfill them. Therefore, because I could not fulfill them, I gave up them and doing sadhana. Point 1. Point 2. While I am doing sadhana, in that highest purity level, suddenly siddhis come. Those siddhis have the power to fulfill those desires which I have not fulfilled. Suddenly those desires will crop up, and these siddhis are used for that. Again, from the main path, we get lost. That's why I said you may not be able to catch this possibility. That's so many people. After they get the siddhis from Bhagavan only, instead of using for knowing the Paramatma, all those things, they have used to fulfill their earlier desires, ambitions. Appear to be they were not there, but they were very deeply lurking. One is enough. You start involving in one, then it brings all its family. एक बेगर को पैसे दो तो सब फैमिली को बुलाता है वो. You understand it? In the same way, वो आ ही जाते हैं. So this topic Bhagavan is touching as the final one in the last 2, 3, 4 shlokas. We will see it today. कितना हो time? अरे बहुत टाइम है, रात को 12 बजे तक करना है ना. सो केचित देहमिमं धीराः सुकल्पं वयसि स्थिरं विधाय विविधोपायैः अत युञ्जन्ति सिद्धये. केचित देहमिमं धीराः सुकल्पं वयसि स्थिरं विधाय विविधोपायैः अत युञ्जन्ति सिद्धये. Very important. Kechit means some people. Dhiraha means what? Even to do any sadhana, you need dhirata. Whether that sadhana is ultimate or not, baat ki baat. So here, kechit dhira means committed. Dhira means disciplined. Dhira, the person, when you want to achieve something, whatever is to be done for it, the one who does without fail, that is called dhirata. So kechit dhira, what they do? Imam deham, this body, sukalpam vayasi stiram, imam dera sukalpam vayasi stiram vidhaya vividopayaihi. They make their body very healthy, very strong, and living very long. Do variety of upayas they do. There are some dhiras. They're all the Kaya Kalpa Chikitsas are there, by which every cell of the body is replaced and you become as young as you were 50 years back. In that way, to a human being 7 or 8 times ऐसा करने का मौका भगवान देते हैं, ऐसा कहीं मैंने सुना या पढ़ा. So thus through this process, some people can live for even thousands of years. There are some techniques by which the body can be made to live for long. Yoga prakriyas are there. That's how the yogis in Himalayas and all running into 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years. स्थूल शरीर में भी कहीं छुपे हैं, कहीं हिमालयों के पहाड़ों के बीच कहीं होंगे, वो नहीं दिखेंगे हमको. Okay, if not that, at least living for 300, 400 years. So, Sukalpam Vyasi Sthiram. Vyasi Sthiram is young and dynamic. They can do, like now doctors already through the cloning and all those variety of subtle medical processes, they are going to achieve medically after some years, any part of the body can be again made to grow by doing some of this cells induction or some process. Exactly मेरे को क्या बता, मैं मेडिकल थोड़ी, मैं तो स्पिरिचुअल दिमाग से इमेजिन करके बताता हूँ, along with what is happening now, seeing it. अब जो हो रहा है उसको दिमाग में लगाकर जो होने वाला है स्पिरिचुअल दिमाग से सोच के हम कह सकते हैं. We are not Siddha Purushas to see or no, but that is there. There may be a science will come, any part of the body, scientifically you can remake it. हाथ पैर टूट गए हो, जयपुर भागने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can do something, it can be remade. हो सकता है वो. These are all signs. कहाँ तक जाएगा don't know. But already there are variety of other techniques. Some of them which were mentioned above. Through that, what these people do, they make their body young, they make their body healthy, they make their body strong. Point one. Then with that young, strong, healthy body, what do? Ata yunjanti siddhaye. They use that body of its long life and health to achieve dharana, dhyana, samadhi. With that, they want to achieve variety of siddhis. Having mentioned this, in the next sloka, Bhagavan says, you don't do that because that also again endful. That also will be distraction. That also will make you miss the real goal of the Shuddha Paramatma Anubhuti. By all this, what Bhagavan want to say, other than Paramatma Anubhuti, don't get caught up anywhere, my dear. That is why at some higher level of sadhana, punya bhi paap hai. That's why sarva dharman parityaja is said. Generally तो धर्म करने को बोलना चाहिए. Entire Gita is only for dharma. Suddenly it says sarva dharman parityaja. Even duty also a problem after a certain time. Duty is to the ego. You are not ego, you are the self. But it is not said in the beginning days. At the ultimate stage, when all maximum duties are done, only knowing Paramatma duty remains. For that it is said, beta, अब यही duty बचा है, बाकी सब छोड़ दो. सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणं व्रज इति धर्मान परिपालय. That's the meaning you have to understand. So, केचित् देहम् इमं धीराः सुकल्पं वयस्थितरं विधाय विविध उपायैः, with variety of upayas, they make their body healthy, strong, ityadi, siddhaye yunjanti. Now, such people you can see in a variety of, again, in every part of our nation, in the remote mountain areas or forests, you can see such yogis. They through someone learn that mantra siddhi or kaya kalpa chikitsa or pranayama ityadi, make their body stay long, and they take up, given by the guru, some upadesha, some mantra, and through that mantra they want to get some siddhi. Siddhi sarveni, कोई हवा में उड़ना चाहते हैं, कोई पानी में चलना चाहते हैं, कोई परकाय प्रवेश करना चाहते हैं, कोई दूसरों के मन में क्या देखना चाहते हैं, कोई लोग दूसरों की बीमारियां दूर करने का सिद्धि चाहिए. There are so many subtle siddhis are there, unknown to us. Thousands and thousands are there. Each one desiring one siddhi. One want to stay in very extreme cold and heat condition. Ashta siddhi we know. Then 10 more siddhis we studied in Bhagavatam. Other than that, so many other beyond human siddhis are there. Can be achieved. But for that, you have to do sadhana in one deha. They were through various upaya, they have extended their lifespan. And while extending lifespan, they are trying for the siddhis. Here Bhagavan says, nahi tat kushaladrutyam tadayaso hi aparthakah antavatvat sharirasya falasyeva vanaspate. हो दो को इतना इंपॉर्टेंट है नहीं तत् कुशल आदृत्यम बट ए कुशल व्यक्ति सी कुशलात्न ब्रह्म ए कुशल व्यक्ति हाईली मेच्योर्ड पर्सन डज नॉट डू आदर फॉर दोस सिद्धेस डज नॉट डू द आदर फॉर द मेंटेनेंस ऑफ द हेल्थ एंड लॉन्जिविटी ऑफ द बॉडी फॉर द सेक ऑफ सिद्धि इट इज भगवान सेइंग कुशल व्यक्ति उसको उनको भाता नहीं है वी हैव टू क्वेश्चन आवर माइंड नाउ. Are we fitting into the sentence said by the Lord? Then we are Kushala. Kushala means wise person, a matured person. वो उन चीजों को आदर नहीं करता. And this Kushalata comes to us only when we study Vedanta for years, and we establish it theoretically that Brahmanubhuti alone is Lakshya. To such person, then all these siddhis don't tempt her. He will not give adara to them. Others, if the conviction of Brahmajnanam is not strong, then they get tempted by them and they do those siddhis. First point is this, कुशल लोग इसका आदर नहीं करते. क्लियर? नहीं तत् कुशल आधृत्यम. Second is तत् आयासः अपार्थकः. With so much of yoga sadhanas you got the siddhi, they are all अपार्थक ही है, अनर्थक ही है. उससे फायदा ज्यादा लाभ नहीं होगा. क्यों? अंतवत्वात् शरीरस्य. How much ever you make the sharira long, with that whatever the great siddhis you gained, siddhis are there, but your body and you will die, no? Then what will you do those with the siddhis? छोड़ के जाना पड़ेगा. अंतत्वा शरीरस्य. How do you say so? फलस्यैव वनस्पतेः. Like you don't pluck the tree from fruit from tree, leave it. But पेड़ पर ही पक कर गिर जाएगा कि नहीं? The fruit can never be permanent on the tree. It will have to fall. So to the body cannot be permanent. One day it will fall. And you have made that body live long, and in that body you earn this variety of. What is the use of all that? So Kushala people have this Kaushalya, therefore they don't give that the example, etc. You know, these two examples I'll give you. एक मजा के वास्ते, एक ज्ञान के वास्ते. Is it not? Almost similar example there. One is what the disciple comes to the Guru and says, Guru Maharaj, मैंने 30 साल मेहनत करके पानी में चलना सीख लिया. He said, I learned to walk on water with my 30 years of yoga siddhi sadhana. 30-40 years. Guru said, 25 पैसे देने से boat will cross you in the ocean. You wasted all your time. In that time, you pray to the Lord, you would have got the Lord. See, it appears to be great. But that's what again Prahlad Ji ka 7th chapter says, it's in your imagination that walking on the water is a great thing. It is not useful all the time. Or for you to walk on the water, every day there should be floods. And people should see you and they have to appreciate you. Then where is your Brahmajnana? Gone only. It's a great siddhi, no doubt, but not as great than Paramatma Prapti. Like that one or two siddhi we have to have only to feel that if we can try, we can achieve, and they are there. We should not get lost in them. We should be aiming only at our Paramatma Anubhuti. Remember that example? You waste your 40 years. थोड़ा पैसा देने से तैर दो, boatman will cross you. Another mazak wala hai dusra. You have heard all that. Ki that Pandit ji with all this theoretical manner in the boat. So he was asking the boatman, do you know Vyakaranam? Nahi pata. 25% waste. Do you know yoga? Nahi pata. और 25% जिंदगी वेस्ट. डू यू नो प्योर वेदांत? नहीं. तुम्हारा 75% जिंदगी वेस्ट. देन द बोटमैन, डू यू नो स्विमिंग सर? नहीं. तुम्हारा पूरा जिंदगी वेस्ट. अभी बोट कैप टूट रहा है, मैं चला तैरते हुए. सो कहाँ ज्ञान कौन सा जरूरत है? That's only second one I gave you only for make you feel lighter in the mind. He says, उसको वो correct है. He knows swimming, he came safe. Other Mahagnani, everything he knows, but doesn't know the swimming. So he dies. That means what? Never have the garvam of having any of the vidya and insult others. That was a lesson in that one. वो भी इसी बोट और पानी की तरह का था, इसलिए आदम ने बताया उसे उसका मायना नहीं है. But the main point is what? All of them are अपार्थकः अंतवत्वात् शरीरस्य फलस्यैव वनस्पतेः. So Bhagavan is telling कि when you are doing this sadhana, which takes lot of time, because of at that time when you look the world around, you may find some people who through various processes making their body live long and doing variety of the siddhis. Don't get tempted by them. In my life, I have seen 3 or 4 siddha yogis. आया मन में कभी यार वहां उनके यहाँ जाकर सीखे करके. But somehow the Guru Kripa, Bhagavad Kripa pulled back to Vedanta and Upanishad. Other we go there, we serve them, they teach us some Siddha Yogiyas in Siddhi, then we get lost in that only. That is what is the meaning of Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrum Karane. Everything is Dukrum Karane. Other than Brahma Jnanam. Ho gaya. Now we are 2 more shlokas we are having. Yogam Nishevato Nityam Kaishit Kalpatamiyat Tatsadadhyat Namatiman Yogam Utsumatvaraha Yogacharya Mam Yogi Vicharan Madhyapasreha Nantaraya Vinyata Isprasya Sukhanubhuhu. Why leave these shlokas also halfway said? Let us enjoy them thoroughly. So let us meet tomorrow. Let tomorrow be the last day of this adhyaya. दो ही श्लोक है तो हम उसको कर सकते. I am not a professional teacher like पूरा आज का सब्जेक्ट लिख कर आके उतना ही पढ़ाओ. We are here, Guru Parampara speaks. Is it not? Many things even I don't know. Only when I sit here, open that shloka, he reveals equally to me as well as to you. So therefore, I can't pakka say. And that also is Yoga Siddhi. That deciding this much to teach and only teach that much. Agar khatam kar diya, vada. I have not tried for that. When it comes, it comes. When Lord gives. My point is, keep on studying. Jab hoga, tab hoga. Tomorrow we will try to conclude this chapter. Thank you. Let us enter into our Ramayanam and Parshurama arrival, etc. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Bolo Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Sadguru Atma Raj ki jai. Yeah. In other 2 shlokas, what Bhagavan says is, while you are doing sadhana, if the body, by God's grace, remains healthy and strong and long life, don't be even elated about that also. Take it as Ishvara Prasada, do sadhana. He's not guaranteeing, but he's saying there is a possibility. But your attention never should be on anything other than Paramatma. In this way, while doing all this, when one is surrendered to me, then all these antarayas will not trouble much. Then slowly he can reach me. That is how these 2 shlokas talk. We will see them tomorrow. Then, if possible, the